Anthropic shipped Opus 4.7 on Thursday. SWE-bench Verified jumped from 80.8% to 87.6%, same price. And honestly, I don't care about the benchmarks. I care that this is the model I'm about to ship a real SaaS on, live on camera, across the next 10 episodes. Here's the plan. If you're not building with Claude Code yet, this is the episode that changes that. I'm going to walk through exactly what shifted in 4.7 that makes live production work possible, the 3 safety wins from the last 2 weeks, and how I'm stitching all of it into a real SaaS on camera across 10 episodes. 4 things matter in 4.7, and most of the news coverage buried all of them. First, benchmarks. SWE-bench Verified, which is the harder one, went from 80.8 to 87.6%. SWE-bench Pro jumped 10 points, same price as 4.6, 5 in, 25 out per million tokens. Second, and this is the one that changed my daily workflow, there's a new effort level called xhigh, not extra high marketing fluff. It sits between high and max. Claude Code defaults to it on every plan now. That xhigh level is what I'm running every time I'm designing architecture for soccerskills.app. For hot path stuff where I want cheap and fast, Haiku 4.5. We'll talk about how to mix those in episode 10. Third, auto mode for Mac subscribers. Claude decides when to think harder. You stop babysitting the effort lever. This one's quiet, but it's a real workflow shift. Context is still 1 million tokens, but they changed how tokens are counted. Same million now holds 555,000 English words where 4.6 held 750,000. If your prompts were tuned to the edge, retest them. Claude Code 2.1.113 quietly swapped how it runs. The CLI is now a compiled binary per OS. No more bundled JavaScript. Faster startup, less RAM, same install. They ship it as an optional dApp, so npm install Claude just works. If you run Claude 50 times a day like I do, every one of those 50 launches is a little faster now. Compounds. Then 2.1.116 yesterday got me a 67% faster resume on sessions over 40 megabytes. Which matters because I've got long-running refactors on soccer skills that sit at 60 to 80 megabytes. Used to have to start fresh sessions just to avoid the slowness, not anymore. 3 security changes in the last 2 weeks that are production relevant. 1. Claude can't RM slash anymore. Even with a loose allow list, the sandbox catches it first. 2. Wrapping RM in sudo or env used to slip past the guards. Not anymore. 3. On macOS /private was a loophole. It's the symlink back to / etc. Now it's dangerous by default. None of these change your happy path. They tighten the edges where the happy path could go wrong, and I'm glad for it because I'm about to let Claude run curation routines nightly on my production database for soccer skills. I want the guardrails tight. Here's where this gets interesting. Starting Monday, April 28th, I'm running a 10-episode series called Production Claude Code, the /PowerUp Deep Dive, and the companion codebase is a real SaaS called soccerskills.app. It's a curated training platform for youth soccer players, ages 9 through 14, 4 content pillars: technical skills, speed and agility, strength and injury prevention, and goalkeeper specific, all from certified coaches, pulled from YouTube via the Data API and iframe player, no rehosting, completely above board. Why a soccer app? 2 reasons. 1, my 12-year-old son plays. 2, and this is the harder one, most of you watching this are developers. A few of you have a kid who plays. Most don't. Either way, you're not who I'm building soccer skills for. So the meta lesson across 10 episodes is this. Here's what Claude Code did for a consumer product whose users will never touch Claude Code themselves. Anthropic's /PowerUp command ships 10 interactive lessons. Talk to your code base, steer with modes, undo anything, teach Claude your rules, and so on. Each episode of the series maps one-to-one to one of those lessons. We build a specific feature of soccer skills that exercises that lesson on camera, live. Episode 10 is the Product Hunt launch day. Soccer Skills goes public. If the math I've run holds up, we're looking at $500 to $2,000 in monthly recurring revenue within 90 days of launch. And either way, it becomes the anchor case study for my workshop. Speaking of the workshop, production-grade Claude Code in 5 days. Next cohort starts June 1st. 30 seats total. Early bird pricing is $297 through May 15th. After that, it jumps to $497. If you watch all 10 episodes and think, I want to ship my version of this on my own code base with Alex walking through it live, that's what the workshop is. Links in the description, also in the blog post, which has the full Opus 4.7 breakdown if you want the written version. So, that's episode 0. The state of Claude Code today. Opus 4.7 is live. Claude Code 2.1.116 is what I'm running, and the next episode drops Monday when we actually start building. Episode 1 is /PowerUp Lesson 1. Talk to your codebase. I show you how I get Claude to understand a production codebase without dumping the whole thing in context, on the Real Soccer Skills repo, not a toy example. If this is your thing, subscribe and hit the bell. 10 episodes coming.